visit ArcadeModUp.com. Alright guys, here it is. We've had a lot of people asking for the 4-player mod for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. We actually took a little bit more time and took it one step further. So not only will this panel work for the Ninja Turtle, but it'll actually work for any Arcade1Up cabinet. So if you have the Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, Marvel, Rampage, etc., this panel will work for that. You can customize the artwork, or we'll have artwork already in 4-player that'll match your cabinet. So it just comes right out of the box. You'll take your Arcade1Up control panel off. You'll put this one on, put the same 4 screws in, follow our 2-player video to hook it up, and you'll be playing. You'll be fully loaded and ready to go. Something else that's a little bit different from this, we also extended the SD card from a 32 gig to 128 gig, and the reason why is that allowed us to add PlayStation 1. So a lot of the games like Mortal Kombat Trilogy or Mortal Kombat 4, NFL Blitz, a lot of that stuff that doesn't work on the Pi under MAME and works really well under PS1, that's all here ready to play. So stay tuned right here, and I'll walk through some of the software. Okay, so let's talk through some of the differences of this image versus the previous one. So this is for 128 gig card again, set up for 2 or 4 player. And some of the things we've done different here. One is we've set up a collections area. So if you go into that, this will be all the 4-player or 3 and 4 player games available on MAME for Raspberry Pi. So there's a ton of them. I'll just name some as I go that I like. Battletoads, that's for 3 players. Of course, the Captain America and the Avengers games. You'll have all the stuff that's available on the standard 1-ups, so like the NBA Jams and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. A big one I guess I'll show here that's a little bit different than what they have. So you can see here's the NBA Jams Hang Time, Tournament Edition, the standard NBA Jam, all the Rampages, running multiple players, and I'm going to get down here. There's the Ninja Turtles. So you got the standard Ninja Turtles and the Turtles in Time. But we'll go with the Simpsons here, so I'll go ahead and boot into that. Okay, so you can see that's booted up. I'm going to hit player 1 coin, player 2, player 3 over here on the left, and player 4. Now I'm going to go into the game. So you can see I have Marge here. Hit the start on player 2. So you can see now the player 2 is there, ready to go. And then Lisa. And start on the player 4 or player 3, so you can see there, good shape there. So everything's working, all 4 players are good to go. So back out of that. So again, this list will save you from how. Here's WrestleFest. That's really the one I should show. That game's awesome, but WrestleFest, X-Men. So all the 4-player games are all in this one collections list, as opposed to having to go through, I don't know, the couple thousand main games that are on there. The other thing I want to show here that makes this a little bit different is there's now PS1 on here, and the reason why is NBA or NFL Blitz, for instance, like this little cabinet we converted, isn't available on MAME or the arcade for Raspberry Pi. But it does work for PlayStation. So you can see here there's a bunch of PlayStation games. And this is set up for the multi-tap. So all 4-player games. Here's the Mortal Kombat 4s, Trilogy, Mythology, all the NBA Hang Times. But what I want to show is the Blitz. But anything with the multi-tap that'll run multiple players, or run 4 players, that's set up. It's ready to go. So we'll show the same thing here, just kind of checking in all players. Okay, so you can see that game booted up. We'll let it finish booting here. You can't bash through the intro. This is PS1. Alright, so got the intro there. We'll roll into the game. So hit the start button. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead and set up an arcade game. Oop. Pushed A. It's not A on this to go forward. It's B. There's the Y. It's X. Okay, so like a PlayStation, it's the X key. So once I load in here, I just want to start showing you the different players as I go through, and that each player can select, you know, a team, whichever team they want to select. So if I press X on each player, that locks me in. And we'll just hit play here. So you can see, I can pick my teams. So we go Baltimore and Tampa Bay.
Today's matchup, the Baltimore Ravens take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
So you can see I got my two players, or my two players. We're playing teams here. So I should go to the first player here. And you see I got full control over him. You can see up there I got control. But that's it, the 4-player working on this. So I'm going to exit out. Again, just select start, we'll exit you out. And really that's it. The collections piece and the PlayStation piece are the two new things we added. The one thing I will say too is this was not easy with these encoders to get fixed. But I did fix the Dragon's Lair 2, and Space Ace. So when it comes to Daphne games, those are all good to go as well if you're into those. So make sure and visit ArcadeModUp.com. Again, you can get this panel for any of the Arcade1Up cabinets. So it does not have to be the Ninja Turtle or the NBA Jam that are 4-player already. You can convert those to different artwork sets like this one is. This is a completely new box that's custom to us that goes into any game. So if you got Street Fighter, Marvel, whatever it is, we can match the artwork, or you can do an entire different wrap if you want to. Really awesome. Definitely a big upgrade. You can see again the buttons are laid out in a more arcade traditional fashion. Ready to go. Just follow our 2-player video. This is the same as far as hooking everything up. Should probably take you 15 or 20 minutes and you'll have your entire childhood here unlocked. So visit ArcadeModUp.com and thanks.